If you're thinking about leaving America, I want to have a conversation about whether you need to leave your American expectations with you. That's the question for today because, as you guys know, I am in another country. I have landed in Vietnam. I'm actually at a coffee shop where you can see the flights take off. There's not one right now, but I saw one earlier. I make these videos, and there's one. I make these videos for women who are ready to make a change. They're on the verge of it, but quite not there yet. So if that's you, this video is for you. So from Bangkok, I landed in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and let me just tell y'all, our hotel was a whole complete bait and switch. You know, a lot of times when I've been traveling around Southeast Asia and even other countries, they will have pictures that were probably taken 10 plus years ago. And so you walk into it thinking you're going to get one thing and it's completely different. Super old, kind of rundown looking, not to the same cleanliness standards that we're used to. And so the room that we had, it smelled like mold. And so we got there late at night. There was nothing we can do for the night. So we ended up sleeping there. I literally slept with like a towel on my head. It was so bad. Ho Chi Minh City is, I hadn't been there before. So let me just preface it with that. But I had an idea of what it was going to be like, and it was exactly like that. It was very chaotic the way the traffic flows. It's a very lively city. When we landed at night, it was full of lights and it looked very beautiful and exciting. But once, you know, the day settled in and I had a long night not being able to sleep, all of the chaos was very overwhelming. I was highly overstimulated. And so I did the one thing that I was really looking forward to, and that was going to the cafe apartment. I'll put a picture in here so you can see, but it's an entire apartment building that they've turned into coffee shops and like health stores and things like that. So that was really cool. But even being able to see that one thing, I said, you know what? I think I'm just not in the mood for the chaos that I'm experiencing right now in Ho Chi Minh, Saigon. And so we just decided to travel up to Da Nang near the beach. My birthday is coming up Saturday. I already knew that I would end up here to be near the water because I am a water baby, Pisces. So we just made that change and decided to come up here earlier. And so as you guys can see, I'm like really tired looking because it's been a very busy couple days. And so going back to the expectations, a lot of people say, oh yeah, Southeast Asia is so cheap, but yeah, you can get some things that are cheap, but you're most likely going to get what you pay for a lot of times. So you have to be careful of that. And so what we've been doing is if we're booking something on booking.com or go to Airbnb, I'm looking to see what the actual name of the hotel or the homestay is because I want to go back and check Google reviews to see what are people really saying about that place. And this reminds me why it's so important. Whew, a cat jumped out of nowhere. It's a reminder of why it's so important to leave reviews because, you know, the hotel can show you the best of the best and you'll have these expectations of what it will be like, but people in the reviews and in the comments will really tell you what it's like. So that's really important to save yourself some trouble and wasted money because we had that place booked for a couple days or 3 days and ended up only staying one night. So that's money going down the drain. But back to the expectations. I've seen some videos online about making sure we're not, you know, some can say that we're going to these countries being colonizers anyway, but not going there colonizing, trying to make it be like a little America, not trying to take your same standards and expectations because the people of this country have their own way of living. So that's really important to keep in mind. But also, if I'm being honest about what I like and need in the places that I'm staying, because environment is really important, I love the convenience of having stores nearby, having restaurants nearby. I need to have my cute little coffee shops and I need some type of creature comforts. So I'm not going to say, oh, I like to live just like the locals. Like, if I'm being honest, I don't. And I think it's become this weird flex to say that as a expat, immigrant, nomad, whatever you want to call yourself. You want to say, I live with the locals and I do this and I do that. But for me and what I like and what my husband likes, there are certain things that we enjoy and we want them to be nearby. And it's okay to admit that. So that's been the biggest lesson in this trip and this wasted couple of nights in this hotel that was like pretty crap, is that it's okay to stay where you want to stay and not feel like you need to be in the local area for the experience if that's not what you want. It's okay to have your certain standards and expectations, but make sure that you're adjusting them for the location that you're in. So I'll leave it at that. Maybe I'll write more about this on Substack because that's where I really get to go deeper in my thoughts. Speaking on the fly, this whole thing is new for me, as you guys are probably able to tell from my videos, but I go deeper in my thoughts on Substack. So if you want to go ahead and click the link in my description, you can get access to my Substack and also the free email course that I created for women who are on the verge of change. I don't want to say in the middle of a transition, but maybe getting ready for the transition. I made that free course for you. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will still be in Da Nang, Vietnam.